timeout, and the Hilltoppers win it. Base hit and your game winner. Good evening, fans. Welcome to Winchester High School. Starting lineups have just been announced. Evan Massoud with you here for playoff volleyball. We're going to take a quick pause here at the top of the broadcast for the national anthem. And we will get you ready for playoff volleyball. Alessandro Cella, one of the seniors for the Winchester Red and Black, singing the national anthem. Really nice job. No frills. Well, no, folks, you're not seeing double on your screen. Here we are again with a matchup between Durfee and an opponent in which the uniforms look nearly identical. Hilltoppers finished the regular season at 7-12. Winchester at 16-3, the number 4 seed in the bracket. Durfee was in the top 32. And they finished the year strong. The Hilltoppers wearing their road reds. They're on your left to start us off. Road reds with kind of black. It's a double colored there, so black on the shoulders, whereas Winchester is all red, but very, very similar look here on the court. We are thrilled to be with you on the road. Playoff time means some road trips. We have never been here with the new tournament format. We're seeing a lot of firsts in terms of tournaments and tournament play and matchups. So, and we expect that to continue as this seems to be the format moving forward with the MIAA. Some may not like it as much as others. I'm still not sold, but it seems like with each season this year that they're trying to get things right. I know Winter had a lot of problems with scores and records not being reported properly, but you know, here in the spring it seems like there's less confusion. That's going to sail, and the Hilltoppers will start off ahead with points. Mac Reed will serve for Durfee. Good serve. That is going to be just out of bounds. You know, one of the things, I know I've said it before, but it bears saying again, and Warren's saying it again, that for this sport, to have line judges is so important. So important. And I wish that there were back judges throughout the regular season for volleyball, seriously. That's going out of bounds as well. Two really good serves for the red and black, thanks to Captain Jasper Schultz. And he's back again. Good power, strong downward movement. Now this ceiling, you may be able to tell actually just from that shot. After this point, we'll have David kind of go up to the ceiling a little bit here. David Montero running camera. Oh, dug out, and it will make it over. Great save there by Jack Garvin, but it's down to the court. If we tilt up just a little bit, this is a very low ceiling gym, and those kind of cylinders that are coming down, that's off the HVAC and the air supply. They're all over the place. So, we know at Durfee, everything is in play. And I can't see how these would not be in play, being how low that they are, as the Hilltoppers will go into an early timeout. 60-second break here. I want to just take this opportunity while we have a break here to thank Mark Aria, the athletic director here at Winchester, for setting us up, giving us a place to work from here in the stands. We, as I said in the open, we don't travel very often. During the regular season, we don't, because there's always a home game. But in this case, with the playoffs being one and done, we try to travel when we can, or when necessary is probably the better way to put it. Durfee, the only game happening today that affects any Fall River teams, this volleyball match. And kind of a wave and a miss there, as the run will continue here after being down 1-0. Winchester's rattled off 6 straight. Another strong serve. That's not coming back. Tomorrow, assuming the weather holds out, the Diamond Bengals have 2 playoff games. Softball will be home. They'll face off against Cristo Rey, Boston. And the baseball team, who had an incredible regular season, somehow is not in the top 32. So this is where things get dicey and confusing and sometimes frustrating with this new power ranking situation with the tournament. That for Diamond, a team that had a fantastic regular season but didn't play up. That's in a straight ace, and it's 10 straight points for the red and black. Just to give you an idea. Another timeout. Diamond Bengals, according to their arbiter schedule, were 15-2 in the regular season. They did not make the top 32. There were 8 teams with sub-500 records, 2 of which only have 6 wins that are ranked higher than them. Now, granted, they didn't play a full 20-game season, and again, there weren't a lot of higher division opponents, and that's where you can earn some spots even when you lose, because you played up. So you get rewarded for that, whereas if you sweep your conference, that doesn't do anything for you. You don't get into the tournament via the conference. So I know we've talked about this through fall sports playoffs and winter sports playoffs, but this is all very new still. A big kill there from Kavanaugh, one of the 3 captains on this Winchester team. But it can be, again, my whole point in it is that without proper explanation, and I'm sorry, the formulas are just not for the faint of heart. So without, a generic explanation of how this is all figured out by the state association, it leaves a lot of ambiguity for regular folk and, people like myself and the coaches who are around this, because we went through a situation in the fall where one of the opponents that played Durfee towards the end of the season for soccer, they went 0-8 to start the year, non-conference play. Then they won 8 straight in conference play. Great save there on the back by the Hilltoppers to keep it going. They lost to Durfee and said they're not going to make it in. But because they lost to Durfee, they did make it in. So they didn't need to win because they played a higher opponent. So it's you know, and that direct from the coach and the athletic directors. They didn't know. It was all so new, and the explanations were not properly handed down by the state association, by the MIAA. So this is not an MIAA bashing by any stretch. I'm just saying that if you're going to implement new stuff that really hasn't been done before, you know, at least make it, you know, simplified to understand and make sure that everything makes sense and people know why things are happening the way they are. Because I can tell you that, you know, even some of the media that I have talked to, other people that are in sports media, even they didn't get it. I mean, it was very confusing, particularly in the fall and in the winter time, how things were shaken out. The seedings were changing. The brackets were made and things were changing. It actually happened to Diamond for baseball in their bracket. Yesterday, it came out. The bracket came out with the seeding and the pairings. And then this morning, when I got into the office to post the graphics with the matchups, the seeding and the matchup had changed. So, you know, that tells you the story right there. But needless to say, now, the good parts of it is that it's, you know, it's an open bracket statewide, so you will get to see, you know, some will say that it's a bad thing seeing a team for the very first time, but then some will say it's a good thing because, you know, you're really just forced to make your adjustments on the fly and play your game. You don't have anything to go off of. I don't know that I like situations where you see a team 3 times in a season, and we've seen that before where, you know, the Hilltoppers matched up against a conference opponent in the playoffs. And, it's, you know, sometimes the familiarity is not a good thing. Oh, my goodness. A vicious spike nearly takes out Tony Combs. (17-4). This Winchester team, very senior-heavy team. Coach John Fleming, the head coach, his 11th season, 11th year as the head coach, telling me pre-game that, you know, the last 2 years have been tough because they lost the season, of course. Everybody knows we lost spring of 2020. And then last year was really not a completely full season. However, they're so senior heavy. There were a bunch of freshmen on this team that played prior to the pandemic in the 2019 spring season. So there's experience here. And that's, you know, he has said that that's very important, and it has been important to how this team has, you know, played this season and how well they've done. They have that experience playing together on the court. However little it was to get them to their senior year here, they still have that experience. Hilltoppers will go on the serve. 18-5 the score, and that's going to sail as Reed let it fly. Oh, excuse me, Ethan Horseman, my bad. Horseman getting some time, getting the chance to serve, and unfortunately for him, did not pan out. Some subs for both sides. (19-5), and the red and black ready to serve toward the Hilltoppers again. Reed plays it. Govan with the set. That's going to go out. A little too much from Nugent. Matuzik back to serve for the Hilltoppers. That's going to go out of bounds. A little bit off the fingertips. You could almost hear it slap at the ball when it's not hit cleanly, just a little off the mark. Declan Mahoney, the third captain and libero for Winchester, serving. Played by Matuzik. Govan setting. Good swing from Gomes. Now playing it back. Violation at the net by the Hilltoppers. And it's 21-6. Nice dig there, but skimming over the net. Govan setting. One across, Reed cuts it off, back to Govan. Now Gomes on the far side, gets it back. Govan will have a chance to set again. It's blocked in front. Blocked once, I should say, then went between the bodies. And the kill for DeMello. Kyle Morris with the serve. That's out of bounds. He'll do it again. Oh, they're calling a deflection against Durfee. That point will not go for Durfee. It'll be against the Hilltoppers. It is Winchester with the point. Should be 23-7. John Chi lets it fly. Reed cuts it off and plays it. Big leap on the far side. Good swing for the Hilltoppers. That's going to drop. No, Govan can't flip it over, and it's set point in the first for Winchester. It was Sainin with the good bid, but couldn't get enough on it to get by the defense. Reed plays it. Govan with the set. Sainin up the ladder, has to kind of jump backwards. Oh, it's going to fall in. The Hilltoppers will get their 8th point. And they will serve. DeMello hands it off to Reed as he's replaced. DeMello is replaced by Gomes. Reed with the serve. That is out, and that is the first. A convincing first set for the for the Winchester Red and Black, a 25-8 win in the first set. As we'll switch sides now. A 3-minute break here in Winchester. We will take the break. And in fact, we're going to let you hear from the two seniors on boys tennis. Boys tennis has playoff matches this weekend. So we wish them luck. Had a chance to at the girls tennis senior night ceremony on Tuesday. I had a chance to speak with Jorge Beltran and Chris Panchley, the two seniors for boys tennis, as they touch on the upcoming tournament schedule.
My experience is awesome, perfect. I mean, I have a lot of friends. I make a lot of them. So I will repeat this experience for sure, and it's a really nice school, and the people there is awesome. We know that we can win, so we just focus on it. We're practicing all day, focusing on the game, and we also have very good players.
A lot more pressure, so you need to be at your best at all times. Much harder team, so it's not going to be an easy match. You need to play your best, do whatever you can do to win. We had a very good season. We won all the matches we should have won, and usually, I mean, you have a bad match once in a while. You might lose against a team you should have lost to, but we really didn't do that. And I think that if we play our best, we have a good chance to win.
We wish the Hilltoppers lots of luck in tennis. Of course, baseball is going to be playing on Saturday at this point, a 4:30 game for the Hilltoppers. They will host Lynn Classical for the prelims. We're going to step aside a quick break here. Some important information for graduation tomorrow. Second set up next.
Hey Hilltoppers, we're out here on the Mac Aldrich Field, the site of your graduation. The class of 2022 commencement exercise will take place Friday evening, June 3rd, 7 p.m. right here. Gates will open at 5:30. Folks will be able to park via the Ray Street parking lot, in the Ellsbury Street lot, or the north parking lot immediately adjacent to the school. We will have shuttles available from the north parking lot. For guests requiring handicap parking, you should report to the north parking lot to secure a safe spot. Attendees can enter the complex via the fieldhouse entrance or the north gate near the concession stand. We are asking all attendees to limit the items that they bring in, and if they are carrying any bags with them, they must be clear bags. Everyone attending the event will pass through our security screening technology that we employ every day here at the high school. In the case of rain, our rain dates are June 4th and June 5th, times to be announced based on the weather. But let's look forward to a beautiful evening on Friday, June 3rd, where we can honor the class of 2022. We have seating available for 2,500 guests, so each graduate will get 5 tickets for their family and friends. Folks can sit on the field or in the stands based on availability. I want to say a special thank you and congratulations to all members of the class of 2022, their families and friends who supported them on their journey. These last few years have been really tough, but you've kept your eyes focused on success and you got the job done. Congratulations, Hilltoppers.
Back at Winchester live for the round of 32 playoffs. The Hilltoppers starting the second set with the 1-0 lead, just like they did the first. Oh, excuse me, my mistake. They took that point off. So it's actually going to be 2-0 Winchester. Originally, the point was awarded to the Hilltoppers, but taken away. Let's see. Oh, no, they've since corrected, so I had it right. You know, we're not tied to these scoreboards here, so we're scoring manually now. It is 2-1 Hilltoppers, so I did have it right. So it was 1-0 Durfee, then 1-1, now 2-1. As the Hilltoppers served again. Nice dig there, but it goes out of bounds. Great effort there from Medeiros. And Winchester will serve. Big serve. Oh, that might have even been going out. Reed on the run. Going to keep it in play. Great effort there, and the Hilltoppers have to go on the defensive. Double touch is called against the red and black. And it gives Durfee the point. And Reed will serve. Dug out and going out of bounds. Sending it over, and it does clear, so good effort from the red and black. Now playing defense is going to tip back over. Hilltoppers can reset. Govin will set it. Big hit down to the court. And it's Moraes for the Hilltoppers. A little better start here for Durfee in the second set. Two timeouts and a 10-1 advantage for Winchester in that first set. Here through 8 points, it's 4-4. A much better start. As both sides changing possessions here. That's going to fall in. Kind of a different look here. This school was renovated extensively. A lot of reconstruction and reopened in 2017, or was completed, I should say. The project was completed in 2017. And one of the things that they did here, they actually took some bleachers away in lieu of putting the windows in that you see on the right side of your screen. And there's another door that's kind of behind us and to the right. That's where we came in from the main hallway, and there's windows there as well. So took some seating away in lieu of some natural light, kind of a different look here. But this is a split 2-court. So no center court. You have a full court here on one half, and then a full court on the other side of the curtain on the left of your screen. Very similar to Portsmouth High and Somerset Berkeley. Franklin High School, which we went to for the basketball playoffs, which Brendan Kelly, the head coach for Durfee, was broadcasting that game with me in the winter in between his coaching season. And, we were joking that we walked into Franklin and felt right at home because it was a carbon copy of Somerset Berkeley's gym, because both schools were done around the same time. And that was the look that was drawn up. That was the design that the MSBCA was using. MSBA, excuse me. Big hit there. Jamie Watt. And a timeout. 8-6 the score. There's definitely something to be said for natural light, though, that's for sure. And the same can be said for, our new high school, the new Durfee. I mean, having so many windows in each classroom, all the natural light. You don't feel like you're in a cave. There was definitely far fewer windows in the old building. Some classrooms that were interior that didn't really have any windows. So there's definitely something to be said for that. Very nice school. It was nice, driving in, getting off the expressway and kind of driving through the town. Really nice ride in. Usual Boston traffic, but nothing to get nervous about. I've been up this way actually a lot lately. We got to see The Who a couple weeks ago at the Garden, which was a phenomenal show. And then let's see, had to pick up family from the airport. What else? Oh, we had the 48-hour film festival screening, so you all saw, holy cow. That might be one of the shortest spikes I've ever seen. Jasper Schultz just absolutely unloaded on that ball. Yeah, we came up, but, as you all probably know, each year we participate in the Boston 48-hour film project, the 48-hour film festival. And it literally is from scratch, developing and filming and editing and submitting a 4 to 7 minute film in 48 hours or less. It's really fun. We do it with our with our senior class, sometimes a couple of the juniors as well. It's really definitely a fun experience. And then they screen them at the old Somerville Theater at Davis Square. So we come up for that. And so that was another trip to Boston. And then next Tuesday, coming back up to Fenway to see Sir Paul McCartney. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully it will not rain, because that'll be outside. But it's been nice. I love going to shows, so it's been really nice to to have shows again. I mean, it was just so strange to not have events, to not have fans in the stands for anything. So it's been great. (11-7) Winchester. Hilltoppers trying to stay in it here, close, and it is just out of bounds. Really good read there from Jamie Watt, because that's one of those that literally, 6 inches made the difference one way or the other. So you have to know how to read that perfectly to have it not bite you. Oh, Granham got twisted up there. And before he realized it was too late. That is not going to be returned. Another good serve there from Quincy Moore. Not the strongest of serves compared to some of his teammates, but solid, good trajectory on the ball. None of the serves are hanging up long enough. That's a power serve. Put more into it that time, and it ends up hitting the net, an unforced error. But none of the serves that we're seeing from the red and black are like that, really kind of high arcing serves. And that, believe me, that's nothing against Sainin as he heads off the court. But it's just an observation. And that's where, it's more difficult. Here's another big, strong serve. You see that? See, that arched a little bit, but it had such strong downward motion. It's extremely difficult to play those because they're coming at you so fast, and then it's like they're falling off a table. They're dropping so fast, like a tight curveball in baseball. Some of them just kind of hang up like a batting practice pitch, and then some have such tight movement that there's no chance you'll ever make contact. Well, that's kind of best way to explain it. That's a great dig and save on the other side for the Hilltoppers. Another dig goes back over the net. Granham looking for the kill. He'll send it to the back line of the red and black. Now they'll reset again. Tipped over, nobody home that time, but tremendous effort defensively for the Hilltoppers on that run there. Unfortunately, they don't come away with the point, but could have been over in that series. Brendan Kelly, longtime head coach here for the Hilltoppers, telling me pregame that he feels this team is ahead of schedule. Well, what does that mean, right, when you're in the playoffs? What do you mean ahead of schedule? Well, we're talking about growth as a team, about, playing volleyball and understanding the game, understanding each other. There are quite a few seniors on this team. 6 to be exact. But there's a lot of sophomores and juniors as well. And that means returning players next year and the year after. So when he says ahead of schedule, we're talking the learning curve, they're ahead of that to where he has gauged in previous years and with previous teams, because every year is different. So, as a coach, right, you don't like to look too far ahead, but what coach is saying is that, next year he's already feeling very good about next year and the year after, given what he's seen this year. And he said this is a tight group. He said this is one of the closer knit group of players or groups of players that he's ever coached. You know, they hang out off the court, so they know each other. That's in. An ace on the line. They hang out, you know, off the court. With every practice, they're getting better. They know each other personally, so they're getting more comfortable playing on the court with each other. So, you know, that's all important. There is absolutely something to be said for team chemistry, almost like playing ping pong. Out of bounds. I said ping pong. I wanted to say like pinball. That kill came in so hot and heavy, hit Mac Reed, bounced back the next way, lifted up, and was sent back to the red and black. It was like hitting off the bumpers. That's out of bounds. So 20-13 now. As DeMello serves again. Kind of a misfire there, into the net it goes. Good serve. Matuzik plays it. Govin sets it. And Sainin tries to kill it. That's a great dive and dig by Kavanaugh. And it's out of bounds off of, let's see, that was Moraes. Should be a net violation. And the official on the ladder wants to discuss. But I thought that was going to be against Winchester. We'll have to wait and see. Now both teams will get the explanation. You know, sometimes where it's like bang, bang play like that, where there's no clear cut, you know, we don't know who's who. Sometimes they'll actually replay the point. We saw that earlier this season on a home game at Durfee, and that's exactly what they're going to do. The scoreboard reading 21-13. Oh, off the basketball netting. The backboard that's curled up. Nice reach there by Sainin. Did not touch the antenna or the net. Kept alive. Govin tries to catch the defense napping, and he will get the point. (22-14). And Govin will serve. Into the net. Oh, boy. That was Schultz again. Govin with the set. Flying in is Granum. Played in the back line. Gonna be a tough play at the net. Wow, they faked him out. Was going for a full swing and then faked them out at the last second. Set point here in the second. 24-16. That is in, and that is game number 2. A 25-16 game 2 victory for the Winchester Red and Black, who now have a stranglehold on the match, leading 2 games to none. 25-8 and 25-16. A much better second set for the Hilltoppers, but ultimately falling short in this game. So they'll have to play from behind. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back with the third set. Stay with us.
The school administration building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Brayton, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring. And the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton house. This new pitched surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
The Gothic Revival-style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Back live at Winchester High School, Evan Massoud with you for the MIAA State Tournament Boys Volleyball Division I round of 32. The Winchester Red and Black against the Durfee Hilltoppers visiting from Fall River. And the Hilltoppers are going to, let's see, can they keep it in? No, they will not. So a 1-0 lead here for the home team Red and Black as they started off serving and will start off ahead 1-0. They lead this 2 games to none. The number 4 seed in this bracket. While we have a moment, just again, a reminder here, we have a lot of playoff games coming up over the next couple days, or playoff action. So not us necessarily, but just in general. So the Diamond Bengals, softball and baseball, will play tomorrow. Softball will host at home. As that'll fall in. Softball will host at home tomorrow. And they're hosting Cristo Rey, Boston. That game is at 4 p.m. Out of bounds. The Bengals baseball team is actually playing a night game. They're playing Archbishop Williams at Braintree High. So they're on the road. That's prelim. Both of these are Division III preliminary round games. The Hilltoppers baseball team earned themselves a home game for the prelims in Division I. They are hosting Lynn Classical, the Rams, coming in on Saturday afternoon as it stands as we head into the timeout. And then boys tennis is going to be playing on Saturday. Durfee will host on Saturday at 4 p.m. against Haverhill. Durfee, the 31 seed, against number 34, Haverhill. So decent representation there for our Fall River schools in this year's spring state tournament. That's going to fall in, and it should be Durfee's point. Well played, as that one got up into the rafters as well. And it's 5-1 out of the timeout. Jack Govin on the serve. Big swing, and Govin in the right place at the right time. That's going to go down to the court. Schultz with another kill. The height up front, making it happen. Now he'll head back to serve. In. And some miscommunication there by the Durfee back line as it went right through. 7-1. Another big swing. That is out. Oh, that was called in. That did not look in. I thought that one was out. 8-1. That's into the net. That won't get it done. Hilltoppers will get the ball back. 8-2 here in the third. Nice play down in front of the net. Gomes. Oh, a swing and a miss. And it's going to be 8-5. Matt Medeiros back to serve again for Durfee. Big hit. Third touch coming. They'll send it over, and the red and black can reset here. Big swing again. That's out of bounds. (9-5). Reed plays it. Govin has it. Soft touch there, almost caught the red and black. Off kilter. Nobody home. Everybody retreated. That'll fall in. Blocked, but it comes over the net. Actually, I think it hit the ladder too. It might hit the post or the ladder there. You know, one of the challenges, and David and I were talking about this on the way up here from Fall River, is that the teams up in this area tend to be very strong for boys volleyball because there's so many opponents that you can play and so many teams. But down where we are, there are very few teams in our immediate area. I mean, Brockton, Taunton, and New Bedford are really the closest ones. I remember playing Wareham in the past. Braintree has come in. They did this year. The Quincy schools, Barnstable. I mean, these schools are not right around the corner. And when I say right around the corner, I mean, 20-minute drive. They're not close by. And so, it's challenging for Durfee to fill a schedule every year. And the level of play down where we are isn't always the same as it is up this way too. So, it's definitely a challenge when you draw, a Boston area team in the playoffs, because chances are they've had a tougher schedule. It's going to fall in as well. And it is 14-6. Hilltoppers got a few points in a row there to close the gap when it was single digits for both sides, and now Winchester is trying to pull away a bit here in the third. That's poked towards the back line, and that will turn the ball back to Durfee's control. And a misfire there on the serve gives the ball right back to Winchester. Not returnable. That ball dropped and died very quickly. Still in play. No violations in front. Good defense, good hit. Mac Reed. Govin with the set there. Out of bounds it goes, and the Hilltoppers with the point. Good serve there from Moraes. Blocked in front. Out of bounds. Big hit there from Cella. Gets the ball back for Winchester. Reynaldo Dos Santos, tall outside hitter, a junior this year, getting in here some varsity minutes, some varsity time. Just checked in, number 12 on that far side. Big hit. Still in play. Can they get it over? They will not. Tony Gomes checking in. I have to tell you, when Gomes and DeMello and Moraes are on the court, I can never tell them apart. They're built so similarly. Their hair is so similar. DeMello with the serve. Soft serve, falling fast. And Schultz sends it over on the third. Touch. Whistle coming. Carry. And a point for Winchester. Third touch coming. It's just flipped over. Wow. Govin on the serve for Durfee. Blocked. Out of bounds. And the Winchester red and black just 5 points away from a sweep and a spot in the round of 16. That goes long, and Durfee will get control back. Granham lofting it, going to far side. Tough play, and Durfee with the point. That's gonna fall in. St. John's and Malden. Malden, the 13 seed, St. John's, the 20 seed. They play tomorrow, and they'll play the winner of this one. Most likely will be Winchester, as things are close to wrapping up here. And Winchester, it's the 4 seed, would host as well. That's going to fall in as well. Not returnable. And it's 23-15. That's going to be short. Big swing, and that is going to bring up match point at 24-16. Nugent will have a chance. Nope, they're bringing in, let's see, that's Trey Andrews. Looking to serve it out here and seal a sweep. That's it. The Winchester Red and Black have swept the Hilltoppers in the tournament in the round of 32, the number 4 seed. Moving on here into the round of 16. They take this third set by the final score of 25-16, and the match 3-0. An impressive victory for the home team against the visiting Durfee Hilltoppers, who will have to hang it up now until next season, one and done in the tournament. But as Coach Kelly said to me before the game, he says, we deserve to be here, and this team has really shown a lot this season, so he is very proud of this team. He kept saying it when we talked pregame, so you know, for the Hilltoppers, I'd say the next level is right around the corner. And, you know, next season promises to be certainly better than this one. And this was not a terrible season by any stretch. But the assessment from Coach is that next season and the year after, I think this team could really get back to some high-win seasons like we had, you know, just pre-pandemic. So congrats to Winchester on the win. Again, we thank the athletic director, Mark Aria, for taking care of us here as we visit their home in Winchester, and for providing us the space here. You know, with graduation for Durfee tomorrow, or at this moment still scheduled for tomorrow, but the rain dates are this weekend and the weather's still a little iffy for tomorrow. We haven't heard anything otherwise, so it is tomorrow as of right now. But with that said, we're not quite sure where we're going to be for other playoff games this weekend. So, you know, check back with us. While maybe they may not, if there's not live coverage, it doesn't mean a camera isn't there. So just not 100% sure where we're going to be at this moment. So please check back with us on our Facebook page. It's where we do live stream, and we will keep you posted as results come in for your Fall River teams throughout the state tournament. All our games are archived on our YouTube channel under the same name, Fred TV Sports. So if you miss any content, you can go there and you can watch for free on demand. Thanks for tuning in this evening for playoff coverage from Winchester High School in the boys Division I volleyball bracket. Evan Massoud saying so long from Winchester. Again, thanks for tuning in, and we will be seeing you soon.